What if the problem is not that money is hard to get, but that you have been approaching it the wrong way all along? Many people chase money, struggle for it, stress over it, and still feel like it slips through their hands. But when you look through a biblical lens, money is not meant to be chased blindly. It is meant to be commanded through principles, not controlled through pressure. God's way of handling money is not based on hustle alone, but on alignment, stewardship, and wisdom. If you truly want to understand how to command money God's way, you have to begin with this truth. Money responds to principles, not just effort. Consider the story of Isaac in Genesis 26. There was a famine in the land, a season where resources were scarce and opportunities were limited. By natural thinking, this was not the time to invest, not the time to sow, and certainly not the time to expect increase. But in Genesis 26:12 it says, "Then Isaac sowed in that land and reaped in the same year 100-fold, and the Lord blessed him." This is unusual. In a time of scarcity, Isaac chose to sow. The lesson here is powerful. God's system does not always follow economic conditions. When you operate by divine principles, you are not limited by the environment around you. Now bring this into your life. When things feel tight financially, your instinct may be to hold back, to close your hands, to operate in fear. But biblical wisdom often teaches the opposite. It teaches intentional sowing, generosity, and trust. So ask yourself honestly, do you make financial decisions based on fear or on faith-driven principles? If this challenges you, take a moment to share your thoughts in the comments, because this is where many people shift from survival to overflow. Another powerful example is found in 2 Kings 4:1-7, the story of the widow and the oil. This woman was in deep debt, to the point where her sons were about to be taken as payment. She had nothing left except a small jar of oil. When the prophet Elisha asked her what she had, she responded with what seemed insignificant. But Elisha gave her a strange instruction. He told her to borrow empty vessels and pour the oil into them. As she obeyed, the oil kept flowing until every vessel was filled. The moment she ran out of containers, the oil stopped. The lesson here is about capacity and obedience. God often multiplies what you already have, but your level of preparation determines your level of increase. Think about that carefully. The miracle did not start with abundance. It started with what she already had. In modern terms, many people overlook small opportunities, small skills, or small resources because they do not seem significant. But in God's system, what you have now is often the seed for what you are asking for. So reflect on this. What is currently in your hand that you have been undervaluing? That idea, that skill, that connection could be the starting point of your financial growth. Then there is the story of Joseph in Genesis 41. Pharaoh had a dream about 7 years of abundance followed by 7 years of famine. Joseph interpreted the dream and provided a strategy. In Genesis 41:34-36, Joseph advised storing surplus during the years of plenty to prepare for the years of scarcity. Because of this wisdom, Egypt not only survived the famine, but became a source of provision for other nations. The lesson here is about management. Commanding money God's way requires discipline, planning, and foresight. It is not just about receiving, it is about sustaining. In today's world, many people focus on making money but neglect managing it. They earn more, but still struggle financially because there is no structure. So consider this carefully. If more money came into your life today, would you manage it wisely, or would it disappear quickly? Another important principle is seen in Luke 16:10-11, where Jesus says, "He who is faithful in what is least is faithful also in much." This speaks to stewardship. Money flows toward responsibility. When you handle small amounts well, you position yourself for greater resources. This means budgeting, avoiding unnecessary debt, making wise investments, and being accountable for your financial decisions. And then there is the principle of giving, seen throughout Scripture, including Proverbs 11:25. The generous soul will be made rich, and he who waters will also be watered himself. This is not just about charity. It is about alignment with a system where giving creates flow. The lesson is simple. Closed hands cannot receive. When you give wisely and consistently, you position yourself in a cycle of provision. Now pause and think about this. Are you operating from a mindset of lack or a mindset of flow? Bringing all of these principles together, commanding money God's way is not about control in the worldly sense. It is about alignment. It is about sowing when others are fearful, like Isaac. It is about recognizing and multiplying what you already have, like the widow. It is about managing resources with wisdom, like Joseph. And it is about being faithful and generous, allowing money to flow through you, not just to you. When you align with these principles, money stops being something you chase. It becomes something you attract and manage with purpose. Right now, take a moment to reflect. Which of these principles are you already applying, and which ones have you been neglecting? Because the truth is, financial transformation does not start with more money. It starts with a shift in how you think, how you act, and how you align with God's system. If this message speaks to you, take a moment to reflect deeply. Then share your thoughts in the comments, because your insight could help someone else who is trying to understand this journey. And if you know someone struggling financially, share this message with them. Stay disciplined, stay aligned, and keep growing in wisdom. And if you are ready to go deeper, watch the next video in this series, where we break down practical steps to build multiple streams of income using these same principles. Because when you understand God's way, money no longer controls you. You learn how to command it with wisdom. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. God bless you.